All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday, everyone, and hopefully everyone's always as excited as me. Super Bowl weekend. Unfortunately, I got my Jet Cup right here. My Jets are not in it, but I'm really excited. But I'm more excited. What's going on this morning? My God, Tops is moving up pretty nicely. Great move on this one stock. Had a lot of good big movers. I'm sorry I've been out for a while. Unfortunately, I had just let everybody know. I had a very close family member that passed away suddenly, just out of nowhere. So I had to took some time off, but I'm back, and I had to be here. So, and I know how important it is. Sometimes you got to be back and get your mind back into things, and so on. But I guess someone always lost somebody in the past. Hold on a second. No sound in the room. How is that possible? Hold on one second. Yeah, there's sound in the room. Oh, there's sound in this room. Sorry about that. There we go. So everyone, sorry about that, guys. I guess you can hear me back now. So anyway, it's nice to be back. Some of you didn't hear what I just said. I been out. I had a sudden death in the family, close person to us, and had to get back to work. And like I said, I'm happy to be back here. So anyway, I guess everyone had always lost someone pretty close to them, right? But he would be really upset with me if I wasn't here to be with you. So you guys are my second family. So I'm really happy to be back. And listen, I know that I did miss a lot this week. And you know what? There's one thing that we always learn as traders: the stock market will never go out of business, and life will go on. Thank you very much, Rich, Bart, and Lita. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that too. But anyway, let's go talk about what's going on at the market. There is a lot that's been moving in the market these past couple of days. And you know what? I want to go over some of them in a way of that you guys had a great week so far. I actually doing pretty phenomenal on the swing trades. The swing trades have done unbelievable. First of all, on the intraday, let's talk about Tops really quick. You see this top stock that you guys watched early this morning? I mean, it started early this morning, and all of a sudden you could see it just at program trading at literally at the 9 o'clock hour in the morning. We went from $6 up to $7. We ran about $1. I'll show you a couple of iceberg orders that got filled that was holding it back. But before we do that, I want to talk about some of the big things that did move this week and so on. So anyway, Bitcoin's been doing really well again. Listen, it kind of did its little bit of a shake. Buy on rumors, sell on news. We know the ETF came out just like, I don't know if you guys watched my video on Instagram and on TikTok. Basically, how to kind of trade the Fed rate. Well, the Fed rate, how that trades, exactly how some of these stocks, after all these big news come out, and these stocks have done really, really well. Mara has done unbelievable, which, by the way, it's going back on the watch list. Coin, unbelievable, back on the watch list. I mean, all these stocks did really, really well. They had some great iceberg orders. It's been moving up nicely. But you know what? There were so many more out there. CLSK yesterday, great move. That one's on our watch list. Hold on, I got to write this down. CLSK, Mara, Coin. It always feels like we're talking about the same stocks, right? It's always the same. But listen, when you see CLSK go from $7.50 to $13, you know what? Opportunities are there. It's inexpensive. It's very tradable. Great runner up. That one's going on the list. PLTR, another great runner. I know stock had great earnings this week, $16.25. It's 25. It's up almost $10 in the last couple of days. I mean, that was fabulous of a run up. The only thing I get nervous, by the way, Tops ain't stopping. Oh my God, this thing is still going. Look at Tops out there. Tops, wow. Anyone still have it here in the Cyber Group room? I don't know if anyone still has it, but great move up on that one right there. Anyway, let's go back to where I got left off. ARMN, a little bit more on the expensive side, but great run up right after gate early in the morning. The stock went from 96 all the way to 120. I know you guys were trading that also. And a couple other ones. HOLO. I mean, look at this thing. $1 to about $40. I mean, I can't even count how much percent is that. That's like what, 10,000% or some crap like that, 40,000%. Anyway, Holo did really well, but we all know when stocks go up that fast, they also come down pretty quickly, and that's why we're down right now on that one. That was a good stock this week. This stock, everybody remembers this stock, HKIT. This stock was unbelievable. Some of you remember the stock. We traded back in August. The thing ran from like $2 to 35. Another stock, another little short squeeze. And this one right here, SYRA, another big one up. The big ones I also want to talk about is the SMCI. I mean, this stock I still have as a swing trade, and I'm really ticked off because I owned the stock at like 380. I sold it. I bought it back. Stock has just been doing fabulous. I know it's expensive for some of us that are here, you know, but once again, I know some people here feel a little scared trading expensive stocks. Remember, you didn't have to trade that much. You could trade like listen, you could trade 50 shares on that stock, 10 shares, and still do really well. The one that I'm really excited about is this one right here, Eli Lilly. Now, Eli Lilly, I want to point this out. We have a Fausto flag that's being built right now, okay? Look at the Fausto flag right there, fellow traders. I mean, I'm still holding on to it. I know some of you here were trading it. I know some of you guys also did some options plays on that. That one's doing really well. Amazon, you know, we got to thank our buddy, you know, Matt from who some of you were here. Remember, he was there talking so much about Amazon from Top Gun Options. Sure enough, what happened with that one? Nice little good mover on that one too. So there was a lot of good stocks that ran up. And don't worry, and I want to point this out before we go through the watch list, before we start going through all the stuff with everyone here. One of the biggest things that we have to learn as traders, and that's what we teach at Cyber Trade University, is to control losses. Now, there comes a time where I know nobody likes to take a loss, but here you are twiddling your thumbs and like you're missing all these opportunities. And then you're sitting there and you're watching stock go lower and lower and lower and lower, and you're missing all the runners and the runners and the runners. So before we start going through the watch list today, a tip of the day is this, okay? Cut your losses, okay? Cut your losses and focus on the winners. Listen, some of these are what I call a very, very bad marriage. And unfortunately, there is a high divorce rate in marriages, you know, and you know what? Some people are a lot more happier. Sometimes you have to just say, we can't continue to do this anymore. And some of you know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to trading, it's the same thing. You got involved with something. It was a bad deal. This is a business decision. Do not take things personal. I mean, obviously, marriage is obviously things personal. You got kids, you got homes. But they don't care about you, okay? But you can't sit here and watch these stocks over and over and over again, keep running up on you, because you know what? You'll make it up on something else. And that's where you have to look at it. Because what happens if you get married to, almost forgot Nuvo too. Nuvo's doing great too. That's the one that's trading with Eli Lilly. You just sometimes have to move on. You just have to move on. And that's how you succeed and you survive in trading. All right. So Linda says, makes me upset when I sell a loser and then it goes up in a minute later. Linda, listen, the way you learn from that, Linda, and we covered that in phase 3, you know, and you got to get into my classes, Linda, you know, I know you're part of Cyber Group Room and you see what happens, but 80% of the classes that we teach focus on, you know, losers are what you need to learn from, because if you know how to lose correctly, and you fix that, that's how you make money in the market, and that's how you trade. Now let's go through the market and work what's going on right now. So let me just change this right here and bring up my book viewer, and we got that right here. So bring my book viewer up here. So we got we got tops, right? So top, you could see right here, we're starting to get some resistance levels here. We're starting to get a couple of iceberg orders. Not a lot on here on NASDAQ. It looks like a lot of people pulled their orders. When I hop over here on level 4, you could see we got this seller right here, which is right around that 845 time frame. That's when the stock made its big move. Look at those green balls. Look at those transactions right there. Up, 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 up. Now, I think we're going to start slowing down right now with this stock, so I'll be really cautious on it. Another one, I mean, listen, if you guys jumped in right before 9 o'clock program trading, you did great. If you logged into 8 o'clock this morning, you did fabulous. Now, another stock that's moving, but we know sometimes these things move and they kind of slow down, and then maybe they come moving when the market opens up. So some people do hold stocks back. Was it TCBP? All right. So this one, you could see that we have 58,000 buyers versus 112,000 sellers. We got a couple of 10,000, like 9,000 share sellers out here. Not a lot of big iceberg orders. I'm seeing a ladder effect between 107 to about 210 on this stock. So this is why the stock's not really going anywhere. We'll see how she moves when the market opens up. Now this one right here, we got CLSK. So CLSK's got a couple of big orders right here. You had this big iceberg order on 14.16. That's why we kind of like keep focus on that big resistance levels. He's out there. He actually pulled his order at 14 and he upticked from what I could see on my level 4. You can't see it here because this is real orders. What I'm seeing is past orders too on going in and out. We got a big buyer here at 12. You could see 15,000 here at 12. So we could see right around where the support and resistance. This stock is going to be pretty volatile. It's going to be in a category 3 right now. It could be a 5. So we want to be very careful of that CLSK. Mara, next biggest mover. Now Mara's moving up really nicely. You can see it just keeps pushing up nice and more and more. There was a big order out here at 24.40. It looks like he pulled his order. It looks like he dropped his order up to about 25. All right, that's that big order right there. So you got 23,000 on NASDAQ. You got about another 30,000 on EDGX, an exchange out there. So that now you know where our resistance levels. But the stock is moving great. The stock is actually moving better than coin. Okay, so I like that better than coin. But we got those two on the list. Anything else moving up here? Now, let me see what I got. We got this big stock that got crushed right here, Place. And this thing is just getting hammered. Place. So we're not seeing too many orders out there on the stock. So I am seeing like very small orders. Stock, stay away from it. Don't try to focus on a dead cat bounce on it. It is down 54%, down $10. Has a lot of small tier size in the stock. So you want to be careful. We got to buy out and door. You could see right here. How do we know that? Because it's not going anywhere. And what else we got going over here? Got a big pop that showed up on BTAI, but then she backed off for all of a sudden. A couple of 10,000 share orders you could see here at 305, 315, which is right around here. That's why it's backing off. They're still out there, so we could put a watch out on those too. And then obviously, you know all the other stocks that we got that are on our swing trade also. So, we have the CMSI, Amazon, Eli Lilly. And you know what's crazy? The market's not even up that much. I think we're up about 80 points. Looks like, yeah, we're 51 points right now. S&P is about 12. So it looks like a lot more of these other stocks are moving probably the best. All right. NVIDIA, just an animal, up to $700. Gotta love the market. All right, guys, anything else I'm missing? You know what, Roger, AMD, I had that stock and I sold it. I didn't like it. It's not, listen, I feel like AMD is like piggybacking and benefiting off NVIDIA. I'll be a little cautious about AMD as much. It's not NVIDIA. Okay. At the end of the day, we did well with it, but I got out of it. I lost a little money on it. I thought it was going to break out. Didn't want to break out. And I got into it. Same thing with Boeing. Boeing right now, I'm flat. I'm right here in that number. It had that big support levels around 200. So, it's got this, it's trading between that 200 and 212. All right. So yes, we got a couple of big ones. Anyone on social media, anybody else out there? I'm just looking over here. What you guys want? Anyone else have a stock out there you're looking at? So we got these few stocks right there, all the Bitcoin stocks, all the miners, keep an eye on them. And then we have these. Now, listen, it's Friday, everyone. It is a very, very big holiday. A lot of people might be off. They said it's going to be the biggest day of the year here in the United States that people are going to come in late to work. I expect it to probably be a little slow coming on Monday. Today's Friday, too. It might get a little slow, too. So, listen, you guys had a great week. But, listen, this is what we look forward to, right? We come here every morning. We sit around all the day. We trade the afternoon, depending on what time of the day you're here. We always find something that's moving. But, overall, it was a really, really, really good week. All right. PLTR, I'll just bring up that last one for our buddy Chuck. PLTR. So, PLTR is moving up really nice. This one keeps making new highs. Yes, great call out there, PLTR. Sometimes I get a little nervous when you feel like they've been trading them consistently, but this one, PLTR, yes, it's been not only, and listen, I'm going to point this out before we go. A lot of people get very discouraged and get a little nervous when they think of day trading, but always remember this. You don't have to be a day trader to say I'm a day trader. But everything starts. If you want to be a good swing trader, you got to know how to day trade first. If you want to trade options, you got to learn how to day trade first, because it's what happens over the course of the day, which trickles into that other stuff. So you got to understand the concept. So that's a great tip, tip of the day. Let's get ready for the market open up. We got 15 minutes, right, everyone? If you're watching on social media, just make sure you take your phone, scan the top left-hand corner. You can join us at any time you want. Also, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you leave a comment on the bottom, all right, on our social media. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you about 15 minutes when the market opens up. Everyone on social media, we'll see you back here at 2:30 in the afternoon, all right? Thanks, everyone. Happy trading. And if I don't see you, enjoy your weekend and enjoy the Super Bowl.